It's Michael, Master.
All right, any weed smokers in the room? No? Wow, everybody talks about vaping and everything. I think there'd be a little more response, but I guess it is an older crowd. I don't like smoking weed, to be honest with you. The few times that I did it, I usually just get horny and sleepy, not necessarily in that order. I don't understand these people that can get up and just wake and bake, I used to have a roommate, 5 minutes before we leave from work, he'd be in there with his one hitter, just getting high. I'd be more like a wake and go back to bed type. I know some people like to smoke weed before they come up here on stage. I think if I did that, I would turn into a narcoleptic. But no, you don't want to smoke weed with me because I have allergies, asthma, and anxiety. I'm a AAA member. These smokers, they make it look so easy. They're like, here, hit this mic, and I'm like, and I blow the cherry out the top, and they're all pissed at me. One time my wife and I went to our friend's house up in Paoli, Indiana. If you've never been up there, it's really just cornfields and cow pastures. So this out in the country. And my buddy was like, hey, I got to go to my brother's house. You want to ride with me? So I said, yeah, I'll go along for the ride. And he had this little golf cart odyssey kind of a thing. And we get driving to his brother's house and we go in the garage there. This is when the pins came out, and so they're hitting the pins. They're like, "Hey, why don't you try this?" So I started trying this pin thing. And, pretty soon, a few minutes later, I didn't know they were asking me these questions, just all these weird questions about how to do different things in my life and everything. And I started getting paranoid. I'm like, "Why are they asking me these questions?" And they kept asking me these questions, and I'm like, "Is his brother a DEA agent or something?" So I started to get paranoid, and so after a while we had to leave, and we got back in the golf cart and we're driving back to my buddy's house. And it's a crisp, clear night. Crickets are chirping, the stars are out, and we pull up to this four-way stop, and he's looking at me, I'm looking at him. And for a minute there, I thought he was just going to plant a big kiss on me. It was like 10 seconds, but it felt like 5 minutes. Luckily, he tore out of there and said, and we got on with it. So, all right. So I'm a mailman by trade. That's what I do. And it's Christmas time. Woo! If y'all want to know how to treat your mailman, what we really appreciate is when you get a basket, you put some Gatorades and some snacks and cookies and crackers and all that in there. And that way, Amazon, FedEx, UPS, Amazon, we all get it. It's a lot better than a $10 gift card from McDonald's. But one year at Christmas time, sometimes they like to give us gifts, and we appreciate that. So I was up on this house. I went up on this house, and there's this box there. So I thought it was a gift for me, and I picked it up and took it back to my truck, and I was so excited to see what they had got me, and started to unwrap it and everything, and I looked down, and it was a DNA test in there. So you know what I did? I just opened up a little bit and put a little DNA in there and sent it off. I wish I could have been there when they got their report. Well, Grandpa never said we were German and Scottish. I have kind of an entrepreneurial mind, I was thinking about opening a comedy club where instead of tables and chairs, it'd be tables and toilets. That way, if anybody had to go to the restroom, they wouldn't miss the comedy show. We call it shits and giggles. And if somebody was telling a fart joke, certain parts of the room would have an enhanced experience. All right, it is Christmas time. Everybody's excited. Do y'all know why the angel sits on top of the Christmas tree? Has anybody heard this story? No, I don't think my wife's even heard it, so she's going to hear it tonight. Well, Santa was at the North Pole. He was having a real bad week. The reindeer were sick, and the elves weren't producing, and, you know, Mrs. Claus wasn't giving them any. Guess the stars weren't aligned at that point in time. And it's about that time an angel burst in the door with the Christmas tree under his arm, and he said, "Now, Santa, where do you want this?" So that's why he sits on top of the Christmas tree today. My name's Michael Masters. Thank you.
Michael Masters already. He's the mailman. Give it up for Michael.